Hey folks, Mike with the Thrifty Prepper here, and it's spring in Ohio, which means volatile weather. Storms move through, strong winds. It doesn't take long for the weather and the conditions to go from this to this. So, speaking from experience, oh, wait a minute, turn the lights back on. From experience, we had some storms move through not that long ago, and our outage map looked a lot like this. So as you can imagine, we were in the dark for a little bit. So in this video, I'm going to talk about what it takes to put together a blackout bag or a lights out kit, which is essentially just a bag that you're able to quick grab that has all of the stuff that you need for when the power goes out to just kind of ride it out until it turns back on. So let's get into it. Obviously, we want to start somewhere. Might as well start with the bag. So the idea behind this is you just need something to put all your stuff in. This is just an old backpack that I had around. It's nothing fancy. I don't even remember where I got it. Got it on sale or a clearance item somewhere. The only thing that I've done to kind of change things up is I marked it on the front and the zipper pulls and on the handle. So I used this stuff that I found, which is actually this right here. Got it off Amazon. It's glow-in-the-dark tape. The idea behind it is, this is a blackout bag. You're only going to go looking for it when the power's out. So it doesn't do you any good if you can't find it, which is why I have the glow tape on the zipper pulls, the glow tape on the handles, and the glow tape on the bag itself. The idea is if it's sitting around and the lights suddenly go out, at least you'll still be able to find the bag. So it's a great place to start. You'll want something that's at least big enough where you can get all your stuff in it, but not so big that you're going to be tripping over it all the time. First, you're going to want lights. Obviously, you want to put some flashlights, some LED lanterns. Flashlights are great for just lighting small areas. LED lanterns do a great job of lighting up a larger area. Headlamps, if you have a spare headlamp to throw in there, that's great. This way you can light your way and keep your hands free. They do make crank powered flashlights. I've found these things tend to be more trouble than they're worth because the amount of cranks that you have to get for the light that you're getting out of it, it's really not worth it. Plus, as cheap as regular battery flashlights and LED lanterns are anymore, it's hardly even worth the trouble to go through for these. One other thing to keep in mind is if you have one of the more popular tool platforms that take these. This particular is a 16 volt with the 16 or the 20 volt lithium batteries. They have some accessories with that, like this particular one, Ryobi Shop. They have a great flashlight that snaps on. It uses the batteries. These batteries are designed to run tools, so they will run lights for a long time. These are also versatile because they make things like battery-powered fans, which we'll talk about later when it gets into the stuff that you put in here to keep yourself more comfortable. So, lights, first and best option. Next, for communication. Put this here as a reminder. Always best to have a copy of your emergency contact list in your blackout bag. Just a list of the people that you're concerned with, people in your household, their names, their phone numbers, cell phones, additional phone numbers. If they have an email or some type of method of getting in touch with them that's not a phone over the internet, it's great to have in there. For something like this, it's probably also a good idea to have information on your utilities, your power, your gas, your water, the 24-hour emergency number, and information that you need for that. Radio, with powers out, radio is going to be a great way to figure out what in the world is going on, and if there's any emergency instructions that you need to hear, it'll be on here. This little job from Midland is a really nice one to have. It has a flashlight. It has multiple sources of power. You can technically crank it. It has a battery. You can charge it with USB. You can also use it to charge your phone. And has solar, regular AM/FM, but the important thing on this is it has the NOAA weather band. So in case you're not familiar with it, the NOAA weather band is a band of radio that is outside of AM or FM bands, and during normal days, it just will 24/7 broadcast your weather forecast. In the event of any type of weather emergency, a warning, a watch, or anything like that, it will give all the information about that. And if there's pertinent information that you need to know that's weather related, it'll be broadcast on there. Excellent thing to have. And it's also a good idea to have a cell phone battery pack in here, just because realistically disasters never happen, or power outages never happen at a convenient time. So if it's late in the day and your cell phone doesn't have a lot of charge and your power goes out, you can't charge it back up. And if you're going to use it to get in touch with the people or to do any type of communication that you need to do, you want to make sure that you have a good charge on it. So it's always good to have a cell phone battery pack in there, just so you can keep your devices topped off. First aid kit. Never hurts to have one in there. You don't need a huge one. You don't need like a full-on trauma kit. Just your basic first aid kit. It can be as big or as small as you want. The really important thing with having a first aid kit in your blackout bag or anywhere, honestly, is to know what's in it and know what to do with it. The worst thing possible is to need something in here and not have it, or to have something and you have no idea whether that you even have it or not in the kit. So basic first aid kit is fun. Have it, know what's in it, and stuff it in your blackout bag. Now, I am in the Midwest. I'm in Ohio. It gets cold up here. And when storms move through, it's usually in the spring or the fall, which means it's typically cooler than it is warmer. If you live in a different part of the country, your advice on this is going to be a little different. But for us and all of my blackout kits, I have some type of blankets, because when the power goes out, your furnace won't start and it can get chilly. Blankets are great. These little emergency blankets, they're always handy to have. These are the little shiny Tyvek ones. They're great in a pinch. These chemical hand warmers are super handy to have. They don't take up much room. They don't need anything other than air to activate them. And they'll stay warm for, they say 10 hours. And that actually is about accurate. If you live in a part of the country where it's more concerning when the power goes out because it's hot, then look at some battery-powered fans. They make these little portable ones. If you recall earlier when I was mentioning the battery platform device, not only do they make flashlights for these lithium tool batteries, but they also have a great selection, actually, of portable battery-operated fans. And again, since these batteries are made to run tools, they'll run a fan or a flashlight for hours and hours. So it's a great thing to have around, to have available. You just need to know, put in your bag whatever is going to be more appropriate for your climate when the power goes out. If you need to stay warm, have blankets and stuff. If it's more concerning where you are to stay cooler, then you're going to need more along the lines of battery-powered fans. These items are more of a nice to have than essential to have. I always like to have some type of pencil and paper, some way to write some things down. You never know when you need to take a note on something, or leave a note for somebody, or just jot something down. Always great to have. This way, if it's in your bag, you don't have to scramble around in your house in the dark and looking for it. And it's always handy to have some type of signaling device. This particular one is a whistle. Signal whistles are nice. Signal mirrors are nice too, just in case that there's something happens where you may need to get someone's attention that's out of your house and it's not practical, or they may not hear you if you yell at them. If you really want to go whole hog on it, I would have both a whistle and a mirror, just for the obvious reason that if it's dark and it's because it's night, a mirror is not going to do you very good. Or the contrary to that is it may be daylight, but it may be really loud. So if it's really loud, you're not going to be able to hear a whistle. So something to where you can get someone's attention, pen and paper to write things down. Always handy to have. And last but not least, it's never a bad idea to have some books and games, board games, puzzle books, some different things in there. Just throw them in the bag, because if your power's out, that means no TV, no internet, no devices, it's back to the old days. Like, I don't know how I'm not sure the age of the viewer, but for me, I do remember a time before the internet when lights would go out and there was just nothing to do. You have to find your own thing to do. And anymore, you'd be surprised how quickly people get bored when there's no screens to look at, and you know, and you're just sitting in the dark. So at least have some books and games in there. I've known people that'll just throw some board games in, and when the power goes out, hey, it's impromptu game night. So something like that, or you know, chuck some magazines or a couple of books in there. It's a great time to catch up on your reading because you could have a few hours of just complete and utter downtime. So nothing, not a bad idea. And this book, in case you're curious, thanks for asking. Yes, this is actually my book. So it is a disaster prep guide. It's framed around the idea that you're preparing for the zombie apocalypse. It covers a lot of stuff that's similar to what I'm talking about in this channel. With this one, similar to some of my other videos, it steps you through the process of essentially going from nothing to being prepared for, I think the longest stretch we have in there is prepared for disasters or service outages that could be multiple weeks in length. And it steps you through everything you need to know, building everything up from short term, 1 to 3 days, 2 or 3 weeks, a little longer than that. Cover things like evacuations, cover things like how to build a go bag, similar to another video that I've put together. So if you're interested, this is available in physical and digital format on Amazon. It's also available in my merch store. The link is down below. It's thethriftyprepper.com. If you buy the book from my merch store, I will send it out to you signed. So books and games, something to do while the power's out until it comes back on. All right, so that pretty much sums it up. Now you've got your bag. Now you're ready to go, whatever the weather may bring. So hopefully you found this video informative. Now that you've got this in place, kind of goes by the adage of, if you are ready, you don't have to get ready. So now that you have this, it can come a storm, the lights can go out, and you'll be fine. So again, if you've made it this far in the video, thanks a lot. I do appreciate you sticking around. I would also appreciate it if you wouldn't mind giving me a like and a subscribe. Every bit of engagement that you have helps the algorithm. It helps me know what you want to hear, and it just helps the channel out altogether. Drop me a comment below. Anything like that helps. If you want to support the channel directly, my merch store is down below. It's thethriftyprepper.com. You could get this t-shirt. You have other selection of t-shirts and hoodies in there. Check it out. Let me know what you think. And if you have any ideas for new merch that you'd like to see, or any ideas for upcoming videos, or if you think I missed something in this, again, drop me a comment down below. I do read the comments. I do engage. But until the next time, if you are ready, you don't have to get ready. And until then, I'll see you.